Hello, hello out there in Baseland. It's Jeff from jeffrey-thomas.com, and I'm going to go ahead and preview through page 1 of my bass tab for Detroit Rock City by Kiss. So make sure you're visiting the website and send in your email, and I'll go ahead and throw you what I have for the tune. So let's go through and walk through page 1, and then I'll come back in and talk about some details. So here we go from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 3, 4, 1, 2. Take the repeat. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Verse. Repeat. Third time. Move on. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Chorus now. Okay, so I went over to page 2 to finish out that lick, but anyway, that's a wrap there on page 1, and now we get to talk about some details. So obviously, first thing to point out, I'm using a pick. I know some bass players freak out. You're not supposed to use a pick on the bass. Relax. You're going to use a pick on this one, and you're going to use a pick on other songs. There's no way you're going to get... You're not going to get the attack of the pick with your fingers. Sorry. It's physics. So end of the argument there. Next, as far as the pick goes, I like Fender heavies, and I like them because of the plastic that they use and the gauge. There's obviously thin and medium gauges you can get for the bass. You want heavy. The other thing to point out on the pick subject is this is the dictionary definition of how to hold the pick. I never hold the pick this way for guitar or bass. So I put the point into my hand and I roll that edge there on the strings. It's a bigger bat. So those are the pick tips. Now the next thing that's very, very, very important about this tune is the eighth note feel on the tune. This tune is using triplet feel eighths or swung eighths, and it's kind of cool because it's a 70s rock tune, and it is using the same kind of triplet feel as you would in reggae or blues. And so let me explain what that is. Straight eighth notes, let's use the first measure as an example. Straight eighth notes would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So right away, that's not how it goes, right? Now we're going to go to the metronome. All my students are learning how to use the metronome. And I'm going to go 65 on the metronome. And I'm going to play straight eighth notes, then I'm going to play triplet feel eighth notes for you. So here's straight eighth notes. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and exactly how the tune is not played. So how do we get to triplet feel eighth notes? I knew you were going to ask that. First off, you have to be able to count triplets. So here we go. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. I always count out the beat number. one triplet, two triplet, because it helps you know where you are in the measure. You could go strawberry, chocolate, pineapple, and get cute with it, but let's not get cute with it. Once you understand how triplets are counted, you are playing on the beat and the let. So let me put that into motion for you. One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. So you see how that's kind of staggering. The first note is longer because it's lasting for the one and the trip, and then you're playing on the let. Now, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed with like math and stuff like that, but music math I totally get. So in a lot of jazz books and high school jazz bands, they'll say swing the eighths or long short. So that means the note that's on the beat is long, and then the eighth note is short. If you put this into motion with the metronome, it'd be one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. Okay, so you can already start to hear how that feel is. Problem with explanation on triplet eighth notes is no one explains it like this, and everybody just comes in and counts eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but they're swinging them or they're playing the triplet feel on them. So that's a big deal that I see a lot of players running into with the feel on a certain tune. Anyway, hopefully that was a good explanation. The second measure, or the first measure of the second line, actually does have triplets in it. So let me count through that measure for you. It'd be one triplet, two triplet, 3, 4, and then picking wise down here, I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then using downstrokes for usually the rest of the tune. Where's another tricky measure? First measure, fourth line. Really tricky lick here. So start that for you. Now remember, at tempo, that's like, right? So it's kind of cooking. One triplet, 2 and 3, 4. One triplet, 2 and 3, 4. Another weird thing about this tune is like all of the recordings that I checked out live, with the camera on Gene Simmons, the bass dude for Kiss, I never heard him do this lick. Not once did I hear him do this lick on any live recording. So I don't know what's up with this band. Did he play bass on the original recording? I don't know. Maybe not. I know there was a lot of rumors that Ace Frehley couldn't function in the studio and they had to call in other guitar players to do recording for him. But that's a nasty lick. And once again, I have never heard Gene Simmons play that lick that is on the recording, right? It's on the recording, but he doesn't play it live. So I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway, so there's page 1 for you. Hopefully we talked about the things that are important, and if there's any further questions on the tune, go ahead and hit me up through the website, and we can go ahead and meet up on Skype and run through this or anything else that you're into. Alrighty then, thanks. Bye.